Hey guys, welcome to CodeFrame. Today, let's discuss CDN, that are content delivery networks. So let's begin with an example. So imagine a new startup is hosting its website in the US, right? So a US startup is there and it's hosting in the US on AWS. Now, if a user try to access the website in India or in America, China, Japan, wherever, we can get the results in just 3 to 4 seconds. So keep in mind the company was in the US, right? Let's see to this particular figure. Right. So the request, which should have a service latency very different for the different users, right? Is giving responses in nearly equal time of 3 to 4 seconds to each of its users. So how is this happening, right? So there are different techniques which AWS or any other cloud will use in order to achieve this quick response time. CDNs are popular solutions for minimizing request latency. When static assets from a server has to be fetched, so usually CDNs are there to as a keeper of those assets, right? So usually CDNs are distributed all over the world wherever you have the user base of your company. Hence, user sitting in USA, Netherlands, or in France, all are going to get the results from CDN rather than the actual server, which is in the US. Hence, the response time of the server minimizes to a lot more extent. So now, for example, just let us think about YouTube. It has a huge amount of static content, which is its large size videos, right? So keeping these videos in the CDNs will give a faster results to its audience, to YouTube audience, right? But the data that's there in the main server is so huge. So we cannot afford to keep all the videos in all the cache that are available in all the CDNs that are available. Rather, what we do is that we keep the videos that are related to a particular region in the cache, right? So popular CDN providers are, for example, GCP CloudFront CDN is there, then Cloudflare CDN, AWS CloudFront, Azure CDN, and Oracle CDN. These are some popular examples of CDN providers. So these provider will give the engineer of the main server application a UI, right? A user interface from where he or she can do all sort of configuration, like what should be the time for the updation, what type of videos should be kept in a particular CDN, and etc things. So a proper UI user interface is provided, and thus it minimize the cache content of a particular CDN. So for example, let's take an example that suppose in India, Hindi videos are watched more than the English videos, suppose. Or maybe a region that has a particular choice of videos, then CDN will contain the related content only, right? So mainly there are two types of CDNs, a push CDN and a pull CDN. A push CDN basically refers to a CDN solution where the engineer themselves pushes the assets to the CDN. So they are the deciders that what content should remain inside the CDN and for how longer it should be there, right? So if any changes are to be done, they are propagated through the engineer only, right? Whereas there are also the other category, which is the pull CDN. These pull CDNs basically are the server caches that are updated lazily. A user will make the request for the content, and the request will go to the main server first if it is the first request that is being made. And then the result will be brought back from the original server given, the response will be given to the user, and then the CDN will be updated. So this is an example of a pull CDN where the first request from any user will go directly to the main server. So first request is obviously going to take some time, and later on subsequent request for the same service, the result will come back from the cache, that is from the CDN. So that's how the pull CDN works, right? Now, mostly you will be using a pull CDN instead of a push CDN because that's easily maintainable, or you can say that it is very easy to configure such CDNs. But in some cases, maybe push CDNs are also a better implementation, such as in case of YouTube, right? Uh, but of course, both type of CDNs or a hybrid of these two services can be, these two CDNs can be used in certain applications. So this is all about content delivery network. If you have any suggestion, do let me know in the comment section. If you do like the video, please hit like button and share the video as much as possible. All right, thank you, and let's come with some other topic in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.